cracking, everybody? On today's video, I'm taking a look at Maple Linux. I just got it installed on a fresh virtual machine, and here we are on a fresh reboot. And just at first look, it looks like it's the Cinnamon desktop environment, but I'll confirm that in a sec. What I want to do first is go to open up a web browser and see if it opens up the Maple Linux website. It does not, so let me search for it. All right, here we are on their website. Maple Linux is powered by Debian. Learn more about our project here. All right, so you see right here, this is a Canadian distro, powered by Debian, built in Canada. And let's see, just want to see on here if there's anything special that needs to be looked at. Our approach, lean and minimalistic. We are a small team, and so we approach this project as a very lean and minimalistic distro. We want to make Maple Linux easy for users, but also easy to maintain for our team. All right, so it's just a minimal Debian setup right here. But I'll leave this link down in the video description. That way you can take a look at it if you want to give it a good read through. All right, so yeah, it looks like the Cinnamon desktop environment. Yeah, all the right clicks look like it. Let's see right here. Yeah, it is the Cinnamon panel. So we have the panel on the bottom. The panel on the bottom has a system tray on the right where you have a date and time. So right here, if we click on this, it'll open up the events calendar. And next to that, we have our volume control, internet connection, printer controls, and our language. Then on the left, we have a few pinned applications. We have LibreWolf, gedit, Terminal, File Manager, and Firefox. And then next to that, we do have our applications menu. But before I get to that, we also have some icons on the desktop. We have a computer icon, home, and a trash icon. All right, now let's get to the menu itself. So opening up the menu, this is using the older Cinnamon menu, or should I say the original Cinnamon menu. So from right here, you can see we have all applications, accessories, education, games, graphics, internet, office, sound and video, administration, preferences, places, and recent files. So under sound and video, we do have VLC, video, sound recorders, Rhythm Box, Sound Juicer, Cheese, Brasero. So we got quite a bit of sound and video tools here. So it comes packed with just about everything you need and some. As far as Office, you do have the LibreOffice suite along with a document viewer and a golden dictionary. Then for internet, we have quite a bit of stuff here too. We have Firefox, LibreWolf, transmission, so pretty much everything you need for internet. And under graphics, you also have quite a rich variety of tools to use here. You got GIMP, Inkscape, Krita, LibreOffice, Shotwell. So you got quite a bit of stuff right here also. So out of the box, it comes stacked with a lot of good tools that you can use. So as far as the system itself, it is built on Debian. It's using a Cinnamon desktop environment. Let's take a look at the system settings right here. So you can see right here, basically anything you want to control as part of the core system right here. You got your appearance, preferences, hardware, and administration. So whatever you need to set up as far as a Cinnamon desktop is involved, you can do it all from right here. And if there's something else you're looking for, you can use the search up here. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing flashy. It doesn't advertise itself as a gaming, or it doesn't really advertise as anything other than being minimal and a good productive system to use. And for what I can see so far, that's pretty much holds true. You got just enough audio and video software for audio and video. You got just enough graphical software for images and things like that, and you got just enough software for your office tools. So out of the box, it comes with just about everything you need. Of course, if there's something else you want to use, you can always install it. So being Debian based, you are going to be using sudo apt. But let me check under administration, and you do have the gdeb package installer. So with that, you can install gdeb files, and you also have the Synaptic Package Manager. Let's open up the Synaptic Package Manager. Okay, so the Synaptic Package Manager is it is a graphical back-end tool for apt itself. So all they're doing is just apt in a graphical form. So let's see, we already have GIMP. I'm gonna just look for something simple. I'll type in Pluma, and then I'll search, and there you go. You got Pluma right here, and then I'll go ahead and I'll check it. Mark for installation, mark, and then I just click on apply, and it should install. And it's pretty much that simple right there. So let this install real quick, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, it's installed, and this was using Synaptic. So if I just go under here and go under accessories, we should find Pluma, and there it is. Just a simple text editor, nothing fancy. All right, I did see another software manager here. Let's see, this one just says software. So let's open this one up, see what this one is. And it looks like it's going to be the GNOME software or something similar to that. So this right here, I'm wondering if it's using a Flatpak or apt itself. So let's go ahead and let's search for something real quick. Let me try to look for Genie. It's another text editor. Okay, do we have Genie? We do have two versions on here, so I'm gonna click on the first one and see what it says. And this one's coming from Debian, so it is going to be using the deb. I'll go back to the search, and let me click on this one, and this one's coming from FlatHub. So we do have options for FlatHub also, so it will install Flatpaks. Just click on install, see if it asks for a password or not. It probably won't, but we'll see. While that's installing, I'll go ahead and minimize this. We'll come back to it in a sec. Now, right here in the pinned applications, we do have LibreWolf, which is a form of Firefox, but it strips away all of the telemetry and things like that. So, straightforward and simple. So we can go on here. Let's go to YouTube. All right, and let's try to look for LinuxHub. Check out my page real quick. All right, so yeah, LibreWolf is just Firefox, but it strips out all the telemetry and things like that, all the tracking and, just all the bugs that's in the system with Firefox itself. All right, and next to that, we do have gedit. Gedit is going to be a text editor. Simple and straightforward. Type in text, save it, or do whatever you want with it. And next to that, we do have a terminal. So as far as terminals, I'm going to assume it's using the GNOME terminal. And it is GNOME terminal version 3.56.2. And does it have HTOP? Doesn't. How about BTOP? Nope. It is going to have top. And there's top. Genie has finished installing, but we'll check on that in a second. All right. So right here, we have our memory on this line. We have our swap on this line. Our CPU on this line. Okay, so Genie has finished installing, and we could just open it from here, or we can go back to the menu, but we'll just open it from here. And Genie is just a simple text editor, so it's nothing fancy about it. Warning, you are running an unofficial Flatpak version of Genie. Yeah, I don't care. So right here, you just open up a page, type on it, and voila. All right, so this software manager, let me get some about info on it. And it is software from the GNOME project. So yeah, it is GNOME software. 48.3. All right, back to our pinned applications. We do have files, which is going to be Nemo. Nemo is the preferred file manager on Cinnamon. But of course, you know, I put Nemo on pretty much every desktop that I use because I like this this file manager. Nemo 6.4.5. And next to that, of course, we have Firefox. We already saw Firefox, but we didn't take a look at the about, so let's take a look at the about. And it is Firefox Extended Support Release, which is the release for Debian 140.4.0 ESR. All right, did I take a look at the about on LibreWolf? Can't even remember if I did or didn't. But it is LibreWolf 147.0.2-1. All right, so there you have it in a nutshell. Maple Linux. It's a, you know, it's a simple system. It's based on Debian. It's fast. Everything runs without any problems. Everything works without any problems. You know, so there's no issues here at all whatsoever. So whatever you need to get done, if there's any special software you need, you could always install it. But in a nutshell, it's a great system. I would highly recommend it. All right, you guys, before we go, I want to give a thanks to Mark Hope for the recent donation. He is one of the few that have donated to LinuxHub, so I'm going to extend that gratitude on every video. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you like the video you just saw, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, by all means, give it a thumbs down. It's all fair game here on LinuxHub Prime. And I'm out.